Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to another episode. Today we have a little Mazda 2 in-house. What are we doing to it? Stick around, I'll show you. Thanks for sticking around everyone. As you just saw, we've got this little tiny Mazda 2 in-house. And we're going to make it sound better. We have the JVC KW-M180BT going into it. And for that, we have the 997518B for the dash kit. The 7093 for the wire harness. And our antenna adapter for it. The 40-HD10. So customer dropped this car off for us to put a radio in it. So as we always do a quick little check, see what it sounds like, see what's going on. Little check engine light on the dash, but that's nothing major. The big problem, and this is common with a lot of these Mazda 2s. The last couple I've done the exact same thing. You can see the volume's up all the way. Right there, max. We have it, no sound. So can't have a radio without sound, so we got to do something about that. So you stick around. We're going to pull this radio out, put the new one in, show you how to do it, see if we can't get this guy some decent music. So stick around, we'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. Now we're going to start getting some of this stuff here ready to take everything out. First, you drop the glove box. You just have little tabs you push in on the side, drop it down, and it just comes right out just like that. No tools required. Then, with a panel tool, start working your way around the shift bezel here. There we go. And that comes off. Now we have to work on the sides of this to get these off, because there's some screws that go up and in back. So I'm going to see if I can't show you how that goes, and be right back. Alright, so this is the passenger side. I'm going to see if I can't show you. You look up there, you see that screw way up there. I guess it's not a screw, it's a 10mm bolt. That is one of the bolts we have to get get that radio out. So you need a decent extension, and should be able to get it out quite easily and continue to take this radio out of this vehicle. For a small car, it's a lot of work. There, so when you take these side panels here off, you see that there goes right there, just has a little push tab, comes off, shows a screw here, and on the other side, a screw here. That there will hold all this in place, and with a little bit of work, this here should come straight up like that, revealing some Phillips head screws that are right here. So we're going to take them out and keep going. There, try and get a better view for you guys. And I'll be right back because the camera doesn't want to quite stay up. So we'll take those screws out and then show you where the next ones are. Okay, so once you get that 10mm out from up in behind the radio that I showed you, I had to use a 3-inch and a 6-inch extension to get up there for it. Then, where the key is, this panel comes off, and then around where the glove box was, that comes off. So now, you can pull the radio itself out completely. Now, to do that, you do need to put it in park, or not park, but low range, first gear, whatever you want to call it. That way you can get the radio out of the hole and start disconnecting on the connectors. And they are just your standard push tuck style connectors. Sometimes they don't have much of a spot for them for you to push in. So that's why I like having a little mini flathead or a small pick tool that you can push down on the indent to catch the connector there. And that's how we take this out. So now we're going to go get the wiring done up for the new one, get a dash kit put together, and show you how to put it all back together and see if you've got sound. So stick around, I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, we got the wiring for the radio all done, taped up together. You got the wire for the Bluetooth or the microphone. You got the USB cable that's going to go through to the glove box, and we got the antenna adapter. Now, with this dash kit, it's meant specific for this Mazda 2. There's very little you actually have to worry about doing with it. So, where it's doubled in, you cut out the center bracket that's there. Use the large brackets on the side. They just clip into the side of the opening. Put the radio in, screw it down so it looks good. And that's the end of it. Very simple, very easy to do. If it's just a regular single DIN, you leave the bracket, you put the cage in, slide the supply pocket that goes with it, put that in there, and good to go with that as well. So now it's just a matter of connecting up a few wires here. As you saw, we had our Bluetooth, we have our microphone, we got our wiring, we got our antenna. So now, we tuck everything back in. Making sure not to get any of the extra harnesses covered over or locked in there. Because don't forget, you have those 3 at the top. And just like that, it fits in there. So let's see. Let's see if it powers up for us. And we have sound. Being in a giant metal box like this,
strapped ennui, we find the brilliant spark of human.
We have very little radio reception, but I can still get a couple radio stations. So we're gonna start putting this back together and show you what it looks like as we go and as we finish. So stick around, I'll be right back. And there we have it. It's all sitting in here. We got this top piece put back in. That just pops out of the other one. It can be a little bit of a pain. Has some metal clips in behind. Sometimes it's easy just to squeeze those with a pair of needle nose pliers. Slides out. Plug it back in. Put it in this new one. Good to go. One thing I did forget to mention is this new kit. It does come with the white clips to hold everything in, but they're not installed, so you have to do it yourself. If you forget, you put it in there, it's not going to sit very tight and solid. So now that that's done, now you get to put everything back together. From the Phillips head screws here to our 10 millimeters that's up underneath the dash. And then we get to see, we've already tested to make sure it works, and customer can come get it and he can drive home with some music and enjoy it rather than trying to sing to himself. So I'm going to put this back together. In the meantime, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and wait for the next video to drop. So hang tight, be right back. Alright, so now we're done. Car goes back together a whole lot better. And then it comes apart. You can see it's all done. You got your different settings. Full EQ. Your fader, your balance. Different sound effects. Loudness, bass boost. All your crossovers and everything. So, for a lower end deck made by JVC, it's not a bad radio. It has a lot of nice little features to it and stuff. So we're going to set a couple things. This car currently has all the factory speakers, and they're just the cheap paper dual cone stuff. So I see those being changed out in the future here shortly, just for better sound. But we're going to get this radio fully set up for the customer, and he can take it away and crank whatever tunes he wants to listen to. So in the meantime, like I said, go hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if this is helpful to you as well. So go from there, and so yeah, until next time, if you're up here in Canada with us, especially on the East Coast, it's kind of hard to stay warm. Get out west, probably even harder to stay warm. But in the meantime, stay warm, keep it loud.